Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Touken Rambles podcast, your monthly podcast all about the news about the Touken Ranbu franchise, from the games to live action and to everything in between. I am your host, Marissa, and with me I have Jessie.
Heyo!
Who is back in Japan. Her trip was fun. We miss her though. And we have Sarah, who is one with the crickets.
Hi, everyone. Enjoy the cricket background.
It's still summer. There's still crickets. Joy.
Can it stop yet?
I wish. I really wish. This heat just needs to stop at this point.
They're all for you, love.
There were like 3 different colors and sizes, and I was concerned.
Oh, goodness. Ew. So, to start off, let's get into some of the community feedback.
Right. So I put out 2 different polls this month. And one of them was they were both really interesting to me. But the first was also really cool to see because I also put it on Facebook in a group to see if anyone would have any more to add to it than just to click with an answer. If you're on our Twitter, feel free to reply with more info on your stories or opinions on the polls too. It's really cool to see that, and you might get mentioned. A lot of people getting into Touken Ranbu, because the first poll I did was, what was your first hook into the world of Touken Ranbu? And the majority of people blamed one of their friends and was like, I was dragged into this because a friend sent me a screenshot, a friend showed me this, or a friend told me to do this, and now there's no going back. And yeah.
Looks up at Marissa again.
Hi.
Yeah. We love our master sword who did the same for us.
And if you're that one person that found it on your lonesome, I sympathize with you. And you're definitely the one who got all your friends into it. Because you started out by yourself watching the anime or playing the game. Just be like, join me in sword hell.
See, I can remember the first time you were showing me this game when I was at your house. And you're like, you would really like this. Look, it's all Japanese. It's about history and swords. It's really cool.
Was it during Ichi?
It was before Ichi. Because I had gone down to visit you after graduation.
Yes!
Before the spring semester started. And you were like, no, you need to play this. Look at it. It's so cool. And you were showing me Ima no Tsurugi. Because why not start with a painful one, right?
Okay, I didn't know about as much of his history at the start.
Yeah.
It was still baby sword. And you were like, oh, I can't get into this yet. I still have another semester before I graduate. And knowing me, my obsession is just going to take off. So I won't start it until I graduate. So I'm sitting on pins and needles for about 5 months until May. And then you're like, okay, I started it a little bit before finals because I downloaded the game. But it didn't start playing. It's like, okay.
I was hooked in March, though, for what it's worth. But like so many people, the game came first. In the poll, the game topped at number 1 with 34% of the vote, which was really interesting to see, instead of it being like the anime dragging people in, or people seeing live actions being like, oh, hey, this is interesting. This had a game before it? And then going to find it that way.
Like me with half a dozen things.
Yeah. Or gets into series, oh, wait, we're never gonna get another season? Well, guess I gotta go read the manga. Sigh.
And then there's Touken, where you get it and you're like, wait, I finished this one. There's this? No, there's how many stage plays now?
We're so sorry for anyone new coming into it. Because
there's no end in sight either.
Yeah, I'm about to hit 3rd year anniversary, and I think we'd only it was just year one of Shiken Rambusai. Like,
Yeah.
it was all new. Musicals and stage were all new.
The animes didn't tie or come close to each other, actually. Hanamaru was second, and
Very
then that was
close.
followed a very close second at 30%, followed by live actions at 25%, and then Katsugeki at the very bottom with 11%.
Rip Katsugeki. I'm actually not very surprised that the game Hanamaru and live action were pretty much within 5% of each other, because I've talked to a lot of people and some were like, oh no, I found the game, which is good on you. You found that. It's harder to find because of the region lock issue. Hanamaru is how I got into it. And then I went to the game afterwards because Hanamaru was just there. It's on Crunchyroll. And I was like, this is cute. I think I've heard of this before. And then some people get into live action because of being into the live action world with like tennis and other things. So those avenues can funnel very easily. And then you find the game. But poor Katsugeki. Poor Katsugeki.
Which has been getting a lot more merch recently, and it's really odd to see.
It's a little late.
Yeah, but they keep putting out more for it, and I'm really glad for it. They're cute designs for it, and if I ever see them on Twitter, I will retweet them. But until then, next time I go to the store, I will take a picture because it's really cute. I like the style for it.
I really, really hope Katsugeki gets a season 2 because I'm one of those I really did prefer it, honestly, over Hanamaru, just because I'm a lot more of the darker side on the swords. Everyone
Don't
knows
say.
this. I'm being bullied.
With reason.
Hi, yes, I love my friends. They're gonna murder me one day because I'm mean and love to point out painful history facts and things. Anyway, I really do hope, though, that Katsugeki gets another season, even if it's with, like, a different one of the units. Because we've seen Unit 1 and we've seen Unit 2. But logically, that means there's another 2 more units. That could be really fun to play with.
We have seen the swords wandering around.
Yep. And all of the different Konosuke's that are going out to different time periods.
Mm-hmm. And I thought we were promised a Katsugeki movie. What happened with that?
That's what I'm wondering now too, because they teased that at the end of the season. That was the last thing. Was like,
and they confirmed we were getting a movie.
Yeah, but the only news about a movie that we've seen was the actual Touken Rambu live action movie, and I'm 99% certain that's not what that was about.
No.
So you votable, come back, guys.
Please.
Another one that I did is I like to ask people about their favorite event. I said, of the 2 that we currently have, which of the seasonal or cultural events is your favorite? Because I remember being so excited when we had our first Oni extermination in the capital event during Setsubu. So we have that one. And then we also have the Rabbit Village for chasing the rabbits after getting dango, which we'll get to that in a little bit. It's our 3rd time with it. So we've also talked about it before. But moon viewing is also really big in Japanese culture. And to see that, as well as the implementation of the Oni extermination with the Setsubun holiday, really intrigued me. So I want to know what y'all thought. And yeah, everyone except for like a couple people said Rabbit Village. 85%, which is not really a surprise given that, this one actually gives you good reward.
Mm-hmm. But you get to keep.
The dango is a lot more useful now, though, I will say, than it used to be.
Yeah, because you have a fluffy fox boy that needs
who gets tired very easily. So.
Because he heals at the wrong moment with love.
He does!
They need to fix his AI a little bit, I think. Is he better or worse than Donald?
Oh, no, he's better.
Okay, good.
He's better than Donald. He does help. He is very helpful when he has the time and opportunity to actually do his job correctly.
Thank you for getting my stupid Kingdom Hearts reference. Anyway.
I may be bad at some things, but I did enjoy playing Kingdom Hearts when I did. Okay. But yeah, so those were the two polls.
All right. So besides the 2 polls, if you didn't notice, for those of you who follow on Twitter, I followed through with my promise and posted the link to our Discord on Twitter. It is now unbanned from things. I really don't know. I was trying to keep it secret because of bot overloading our system, and I didn't like it. So because it would happen
so many bots
5 times in a row, and I'd get a message like, Marissa, it happened again. I'm like, grumble. But thank you to the 2 new members that joined our Discord and our weird group. One of them, Jesse said, you said they joined us from the Facebook group that you posted the poll to.
Yeah, I found and was talking to one of the people on Facebook. On Discord, it goes by Blue. And it was a lot of fun getting to know how he got into Touken Rambu and just sharing fun. Oh, I like this one and I like this one. Where all we are in the franchise and different favorite aspects of it. It was just a lot of fun. So I thought, and he mentioned how sometimes it could be really hard to find other people to talk to and to like feel comfortable talking to. And since our Discord is still rather small, I suggested he join that one because I personally love our Discord and its random moments of excitedness and then just our like days of silence.
Yep.
So
That's an accurate summary.
yeah, but it's really fun because when we do get all active together, then we have some really fun conversations. So I thought he might enjoy that too. So I suggested he join it. And woo! Welcome, Blue.
Also, welcome to Now as well. They joined, I think, a little bit before Blue did, if I recall correctly. Now you are a sweetie and adorable. Hooray for Miraculous Ladybug talks and DMs. Thank you guys so much for joining. For those of you who want to maybe join our little wacky community, the link is posted in our Twitter description.
We don't bite. We're very friendly.
We don't
We're
bite
spastic.
much.
Sarah keeps her painful run to those that are
Want
more
it.
open to them. So if that fears you,
Wow.
if that scares you, worries you, for all of our pokings at Sarah, don't let that be it either.
Nope.
But
I'm
don't
very
be
awkward in the regular chat. Don't worry. I just kind of poke a thing and like, hi, I'm like 12 hours late here.
But
yes,
Sarah also covers for me when like maintenance comes around. It's like, oh yeah, maintenance fairy here.
Yeah, because Marissa over here kind of fails that. I'm like, oh yeah, we have maintenance. I typically know it's on a Tuesday if it's coming, but I don't know which Tuesdays.
Yeah, usually they're for Japan Standard Time. They're usually on Tuesdays from anywhere between 1 and 3, 1 and 5. Yeah, somewhere between 1 and 5.
They typically happen Eastern Standard Time, like at midnight, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Easy to remember that.
That way
For
I
now.
can swoop in at 11:30.
For now,
and be
that.
like, doink.
For now.
For now. We still got a couple months.
Well, yeah. And then when I go to Japan, it's going to throw me off and be like, when does it reset again?
Don't worry, it's easier to remember when it resets here.
I'll just scream at you. Did it reset? Yes. Speaking of resetting passes and stuff, let's get into the recent updates about the game, which I feel like I bogged down a lot of this podcast with game-related stuff, but seeing as most people do play the game, it makes me happy. Hooray.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm like, I probably am boring people with talking about the stuff that came out. Awkward sweats. Just, no one likes this. Everyone's waiting to the end to hear about the live-action stuff. Anyways, so at the beginning of August, beginning of August, that we had the solar term autumn's beginning background login present. If you it was the beginning of the month between the 13th and the 27th. If you logged into the game for any 5 days between those 2 dates, you receive resources, and at the 5th day, you receive the solar term autumn's beginning background. You lucky people who came in later and didn't have to struggle to get the stuff. But if you had the background, like us, poor suckers, you received 10 Conpeto.
Whoa.
Thanks.
Yay! Yes, thanks.
Anyways, so that's either hinting at the fact that because we are still in the solar term summer beginning background campaign, if we have the autumn one coming in later, and I'm pretty certain I think it's in October is when the summer one ends, we'll get fall again, and it's either going to be a completely new background because they're giving out the previous one for free. That's just speculation. We will see when it actually gets into October. All right, and I'm going to apologize firsthand. I love you, Jesse, and I said that these yukata outfits would not be in the game. The the other Discord lied to me and said they wouldn't. Well, we just got about 12 yukata outfits. 14. I was like, I know there's at least a dozen. So, as we mentioned last month, they were releasing art of 7 swords in yukatas. And we weren't certain if it was just going to be cute promotional stuff or it was actually going to be implemented in the game. Well, they implemented the 7, which was Nikari, Hirano, Maida, Akita, Midare, Yagen, and Tsurumaru. And they are additional little casual outfits. And when they implemented them, they also gave us a tailor ticket to exchange for 1 outfit for free. However, if you haven't used it yet, it expired and got deleted. So good luck spending 50,000 koban on all these wonderful outfits. And I was a dum-dum and bought all of them first round. I have under 50,000 now because I bought Kiko in this recent phase. And now I'm crying because so many wonderful swords are going to start coming out, like my favorite swords, and I regret everything. So
I feel you on a deep emotional level because Jirotachi and Tarotachi came out this past one too.
They're so pretty.
I had to buy them, so poor Singo's over here still stripping and like, hey, I don't have a new outfit. I'm like, sorry, you're only half my kid. Your voice actor's mine. Go strip at Lexi's.
Yeah.
I promise when I have Koban, you'll be the next one.
Yeah, but in batch 2, we had Namazuo, Honebami, Atsushi, Sengo, Kiko, Tarotachi, and Totachi. So they are going to pump these out very quickly, and I'm crying because they are very, very expensive, and I don't have the Koban for it, and for them and to run events. And I'm like, oh no.
Can I just say, I am very validated.
Okay.
But no, I was also extremely attacked. Honebami Toshiro is too beautiful. And they gave us 2 different options because there's the Kiyoame version and the regular version. For him and Namazuo.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kiyoame Namazuo, Kiyoame Honebami have longer hair. And they have, Honebami's hair is back in a little ponytail. And I was attacked. It's too cute. I also waited to, I only bought 2 the first round. I bought
all of them.
I bought Nikari and I bought Tsurumaru because of that set. I really preferred them. They're really pretty. But, I mean, they're all really pretty, but I wasn't as attached. I also knew that I would only really be able to see them if I kept them as my captain, as my secretary.
Yeah.
And we all know I'm very particular about who I keep as my secretary. Yeah, but I'm very glad I waited because Honebami Toshiro is now happily my secretary and very, very pretty. And now I'm dreading when my other sons get released. So.
Yep.
Cool.
We will start getting the sprite art for the next 7, starting probably pretty soon.
Yeah, so as they said in the tweet before, they'll release those 7 new arts at the end of every month.
Yep.
And given the way that things are going, I'm predicting the first maintenance of every month will get those new ones implemented. I might not retweet all of the new outfits, but I will do my best. I'll at least retweet when they give the thing saying they'll be implemented. It shows all 7 at the time. But I'm just so excited to see who they're going to do next. I thought they were just going to do like a slew of one type of sword, but
I'm kind of thinking they might do Hotaru and Ishii next, because they've done the walkies mostly, and they've mostly done the otachis. So I'm thinking they're like trying to do a little bit of like small and long, and the only tachi we've had so far has been Suru. So I'm like,
Fair.
I don't know why they're being mean to the tachis, but then again, they're also putting off the tachiwame, so...
we could also be getting Yari. But given that we just got the Yari Kiwame, I wouldn't be surprised if they put those off.
We can we hold off on Tombokiri for a little while until I get enough Koban back? So I might say, screw the event, I'm buying Tombo's skin. Like, he's mine now.
I need to send my boys out on expedition so that I can have Koban for when Yasu and Kyo get theirs, because standard normal uchis, they'll probably happen relatively early.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Kyo got starter swords.
You know what?
Yeah. But another reason why I'm very low on Koban is because I haven't been running expeditions for a while. So I was like, let's get on that so I can Koban and not wait until October. That is just going to be a continuous thing throughout the year. So they're going to, like Jesse said, slowly release the art throughout the month, and then, ta-da! Here's all 7 new art that is available for purchase for your swords. I don't know why it's 50,000. I think it's a little absurd, but that's just me. If someone who wants to collect
pretty
everything.
backgrounds are 80,000 Kobans, so you know.
It's 80,000 to 50,000. And the problem is there's not as many backgrounds as there's eventually going to be these casual outfits. Like, that's a lot of Koban. And I'm a completionist and I must have everything. Everything. What? Who said that? Anyway,
right,
speaking of everything and
you'll get it
collective...
soon.
Speaking of having a collector's mentality and getting all the things, Nihongo Kiwame got released, and I know at least 2 of us have sent him out.
Oh, yeah, mine is nowhere near.
I think it was myself and Sarah.
Yep.
Sent out the spiky beetle boy.
Mm-hmm.
With his giant sake cup. Like, holy God.
I just keep getting distracted with the fact his tongue sticking out, so, like, you're just kind of like, okay, this is fine.
That's a good thing to get stuck on. Then there's me over here. Does the silhouette of Kiwame Nihongo look like anything to you, Marissa? Does it look like anything familiar? Any other dark form that you might have seen somewhere in the game?
Demented cackling over here.
No! Sarah, how dare you get these thoughts into our heads? How dare you?
So,
it is. Oh God! It looks like
he looks like a retrograde army member, and in light of certain things, that is very concerning, and I hate this stupid franchise.
No, I'm sitting here very proud of myself for this. Just saying. If it helps, there's some very, very cute artwork out where someone had an HRA, like, the day after they did the black silhouette, where we didn't know the form first. Someone did this really cute art where an HRA member got to see that and was like, look at him! And was just, like, dying of cuteness.
Oh, That reminds me of fan art that I found today. This is going back to the yukatas. It's about Sengo and Kiko.
Oh,
yeah, you
no.
know where I'm probably going with this. So it's the
I-
back of their yukata outfit, and Sengo's is just a front. Like, there's no back to it. I think Blue or somebody posted this, and I died. I was like, oh, goodness. And you can see the Shibari ropes underneath Kiko's, and I'm like,
Yep, it was Blue.
yep, yeah, it was Blue. I was like, thank you. I needed more of this kinky duo. They're great. But, oh goodness.
They're
Yeah.
living their happiest, kinkiest lives. Such good boys.
They are. But when Nihongo, he came home and I saw that rainbow background, I was like, this is pretty, because he's now a rarity 5. Great. I'm interested to see what background a lot of the current rarity 5 Tachi are going to have.
Any bets, more flowers.
How can you be more vibrant than rainbow? Well, it's just a giant, like you said, just a giant field of flowers. We'll figure that out. They'll probably be the last one. Kiwame Nihongo, that finishes out our Yari. Where's our Tachi? Where's our Tachi, DMM? Where's our Tachi?
My only hope is that they're trying to be generous so people can rebuild their paper stocks. I'm fine, but that's because I kind of had that dead period of sending no one. But I know, like, a lot of people, if they've just been, like, slamming them out, could be running very, very low paper sets.
That was me when I first started playing the game. When I first started playing, there was only Tonto. Like, some of the basic Tonto. I almost caught up, and then all of a sudden, because they were just, before they, like, with the Yari, it was, here's one. But then when we got, like, the Wakazashis and the Uchigatani, it was like, here's 3 of them! And it's like, oh, God. I don't know which one to pick. Who do I send? I have to wait 3 days to send the other one, because I can send the other one. And then you're crying because you don't have enough paper. But now I have paper. Can I trade paper in for Koban?
Can we trade the stupid food in for Koban?
Trade what in for
Koban?
Oh, food! Yes! Food! Can I trade Competo in for Koban?
No, I even just mean the travel supply pack, the one that's the little
orange bricks
that I have 50 of and like 10 packs of paper. So I'm just like, what?
Yeah,
why?
No. Can I just turn Kiwame materials into Koban, please?
I have like 13 complete, or 14 complete set.
I have like 17.
And then, because I had 31 rations and 13 paper sets. I was trying to figure out how many more sets I needed to complete what Kiwame I had missing.
Can I pay for Koban? I can pay for Koban. No, I can't.
No. You can buy a lot of things in game, but you can't buy Koban.
Curse you! Koban's struggling now. I was like, I'm sitting happy at a nice amount of Koban, and then it was like, here's more things to buy Koban with. And I'm like, I should have been more economical with this.
I find it fun because I distinctly remember thinking,
can I trade them back?
Like the past event, I distinctly remember thinking, gee, I still have 300,000 Koban. I can keep buying my passes, no issues. And now I'm sitting here with like 30,000 Koban, needing another 20,000 so I can get Singos, and then still need extra Koban.
Yeah, I have like 48,000 now. So I was like really close to being able to buy another one, but I was like, nope, we're not. Thank you, game, for preventing me from being able to click again. So we'll get click happy.
Yeah.
While this all happened, we had a +1 internal affairs campaign. I got Sada to max everything. Thank you, finally. It takes so long. And just recently, I'll get to this in a little bit, but we had a troops crafting campaign and a ×2 drop rate campaign. All at the same time, when we finally got map 8-2, which is the Ueda Castle, and new recollections were added to that, and they are precious. Bami being adorable with calling both Gine, or he says Kine and Tanuki by their nicknames, and just in passing, and they're both very confused, and Bami don't care, and I love it.
Dun is not confused. Dun is just annoyed.
Tanu's annoyed.
He's
Kine
like,
is confused.
I told you to stop it with that. He's like, you're gonna call me Bami. I'm gonna call you what I want, Tanuki.
Yep. Bami doesn't care. And before the other recollection is between Otihine and Dodanuki, and it's kind of still like their continuations of Master continuously putting us on teams. I don't know. Well, I feel a lot better that you're on my team, because if it was a bunch of Yari, like, talking about the other two Yari, if it was just the Yari crew, I don't know what would happen if they all, like, the troops just landed on us. And he's like, that's why you keep me out.
Boys!
Like, that's why you're fine with it? Because I'm like, what? Because I'm better at fighting than the other two? I'm not surprised. I'm like, Gine with the shade.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, they've been getting really funny with some of these recollections. Some of them have been a little sad. Though most of the recent ones have been very happy, especially with Cha-Cha and Urashima.
Yes.
Don't eat the turtle!
Don't eat the turtle! And them just being in, like, Okinawa mode, just, ocean. Just like, what? And Urashima's so confused. Thank you, Demon, for giving us more recollections that aren't just heartbreaking when it comes to their history, which I adore so much, because you get all aspects of things. But I like the light, fluffy little random recollections that are going on. Like, no, they're not just pure sadness. A lot of them are just having fun.
And thus we have the difference between Sarah and me.
Yep. Sarah likes pain.
Is this Attack Sarah night again?
It always is.
Here.
But we love you.
When is it not Attack Sarah night?
Valid.
Like, you don't thrive on it. You're fine.
Miss, I want to write a sad fan fiction about Shoku. Don't. Mm-mm.
Oi! Just
Uh-huh.
tail.
You being called out tonight, Sarah.
Hey, I will. Let me defend myself. I didn't actually tell her the full details.
No.
I didn't tell her how far it went. Is going.
You don't
It's not
know
done
how
yet.
far it goes.
I know because I don't have it yet, because someone's been a little too hot to write, which is understandable. Anyway.
But besides just having the new map, as we speculated, we're going to have to get a new boss drop for 8-2, or a previous one. And we got Hyuga Masamune as the boss no drop for 8-2. So now he is actually available in the game besides that previous event that he was involved in. Good luck trying to get him, because I have a little bit of a tiny struggle towards the end. Once I get kind of like that past the gate, it gets, the level increase just goes woo, and you're like, oh Lord, my level 70 overpowered Kiwame Tonto team took some heavy damage on that. They didn't get orange, they got yellow when they lost some troops, but those Chiwakis.
At least your boys haven't gotten lost every single time you go in there. And
they have never gotten lost. Ever.
My boys like to get lost.
I've only run it 3 times, so.
It took me, 10?
I ran it
we
once.
turn up the corner.
Oh, no.
We turn up the corner to go up towards the boss node, right? And usually one of them is hit yellow by then. But then we turn the corner, and within the next 3 battles, one is in the red.
Yeah.
And it is very frustrating because it took so many times to get past, like, to go those just two final battles. Those 2 nodes there at the end. Struggles about.
I don't know what that's like. I keep going down the side paths, and I'm just like, I've tried it 4 times so far. They have not gone straight to the boss a single time, except like, and they just like, okay, this is fine.
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
I got to the boss node on the first try, but that's because I threw level 70s at it and said, have at. They didn't
This
thankfully
reminds
get
me of
lost.
your 7-4.
Yeah, no, don't. And I ran it the other 2 times for the recollections, and that was it. I haven't touched it since, because I'm trying to level Cha-Cha up. But one thing that I didn't really notice, it was just a kind of a minor thing, and after I read it today, my team came home from an expedition, and I said, wow, I got 250 XP, and I used to get like maybe 150 on this one. So there was an EXP gain in expeditions.
Yes!
So all the expeditions have been updated. There's a nice little chart that you can find. It is really, I'm very happy. Because I'm having to throw Kiwame, and I'm like, you're never going to level up. Ever.
The 24-hour expedition now gets you over 7,000 XP.
Wow.
And that is amazing. So you can send out the blades that you never use but need experience points.
The chart is posted on, I don't know if we retweeted it.
I don't think I retweeted that one, but I know it's on the official one. I can go back and retweet that later.
But there's a nice increase. Very nice increase. That is a nice little thing. Because I noticed, a lot of people probably are having Kiwame now, and it takes a long time. Or new people trying to get into things. There's way more swords. There's more Kiwame. Let's make it a little easier for you to get up there, because the expedition's the only good thing that they did give you kind of was resources. I didn't really run it for EXP. I was running for resources. And I still kind of do. But speaking of running things for stuff and not really the EXP, but kind of, the most recent event dropped, which is, as we mentioned when we were talking about the polls, the delicious Dango Chasing Rabbit Village, number 3. Like the previous events and with Setsubun, there's really no extra reward for those who've already done it. And the amount of, before, the amount of Dango relates to how far the bunny goes on the map. Hooray. I know Sarah and I are really not touching the Bun Buns this time, because there's other things. But it's nice for trying to collect Dango for a sword that you wish you had, but the game decides to say no to you very heavily. I hope Lexi can get the background this time, because I think, if I recall, she missed out on Bun Bun Village. Whoops.
Not sure.
I think it was Buns last year.
Yeah.
Because I know she was debating between getting the background for the rabbits or getting the campaign background, and we're like, we'll go, and they were both gonna end at about the same time, and she was like, oh no, what do I do? And I think we all told her do the campaign background, and she was off by like a Dango.
It was a really small number of Dango that she was missing.
She had just gotten to the bunny, and the battle had ended, and then maintenance cons popped up, and she was hoping she had enough time to just go feed the Dango, but she didn't.
So hopefully she gets it this time.
Hopefully she does.
I really appreciate this event. I personally didn't really care for it last year, because the one Dango to feed just one sword, when if anyone on my unit gets exhausted, usually it's more than one, and then there was no real way to replenish the dango when you lost them, so why bother? Why not just use like the Makunochi Bento or the regular 3-color dango?
Dango, yeah.
So yeah, I never really saw much of a point to it. It didn't really give much XP when I needed it, so eh. But this time, like some of the battles, it's just the 2 enemy, and I don't remember seeing those last time. Maybe they were there, and I just really can't remember. But you get a nice 1200 XP, which is really cool. Then it's really nice now that we have Hakusan, who can exhaust himself really easily, and you can easily just go, here, have a dango, and feel better. And keep running. Which I don't really recommend for regular maps. It's quite a struggle trying to figure out his timing for healing others. But like for events and things, it's very handy. Regiment was very handy watching him level up to where now he can handle himself and others. I'm thoroughly enjoying the event this time, giving my lower level sword to get experience.
You are right,
yeah.
Jesse. I went to check the wiki. The 2 kunai are brand new unit for the event. They were not in it last year.
Woo! I noticed something.
Very subtle, but yes. I wouldn't have noticed because I didn't run it last year, so.
Because I got 3 battles in a row like that and was like, what the heck?
If I recall from previous events, catch me if I'm wrong, the 2 kunai, like with the Edo Castle Infiltration, they give you a ton of EXP compared to other units.
It is really cool. I've never followed a game like this before, and like seeing the changes in the different events and the different play styles for those same events, seeing how they change is really cool. Those of you who are new and listening to this for the first time, go check out our previous podcast on these same events because it's kind of fun to see how things have changed. Or you can also check out the wiki and how like the gameplay details from there.
Original Village of Treasures. I'm really happy I wasn't playing it back then because that just sounds like hell.
UTC from the beginning sounds like hell. So let's not, shall we?
What about it? Oh, no.
Wasn't there no elevator? Which will come with
elevator. Yep, there's no elevator. No Ichini elevator. Nope, once you went down to a floor, you went down to that floor and you were stuck. You were a rotting corpse at floor 100. And it used to go down to 100 floors without much issue. Now it's just 50. Hooray! Much easier. Anything else to do with Touken Rambu that we haven't mentioned?
I got Shinano's Kiwami. And Sada came back and Shinano went out and came back. So I now only need, let's see if I remembered the math right. I think I need 14 Kiwame. And I have enough sets now to send them all out. It's just a matter of to a level that I'm comfortable with sending them out at. Other than that, I have all of the swords in game now, and I am a happy camper. I am a happy Saniwa. I never thought that would happen, and I'm really very.
I've never had all the swords. There's salty Shizuka and salty Hakusan. Anyways, I digress. I will just constantly poke at it until I get the sword.
Also, finally beat 8-2, so all the maps are cleared now. So that's really cool.
But a fun little note, because I will be visiting Jesse in about 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we'll be in Fukuoka. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. I decided, you know what'll be fun? Because my mom told me to go get my nails today, and I haven't gotten my nails done in a while, so they were falling apart. And I was like, ooh, I like that purple. That purple reminds me of somebody. So I have Tomokichi nails right now.
Oh.
Yep. And because it's really hard to match SNS powder with normal nail polish, especially when it's like a dark purple. So my purple on my toenails are like a little darker, but then I looked and I was like, it kind of looks like one of the other purples in his costume, which is totally fine with me. So I'm just Tombo Kitty nails right now in preparation, even though I'm not saying Tombo.
Not gonna lie, I was a little concerned because that was following the Fukuoka mention. I was like, if he went with Hasebe purple, I'm gonna be a little concerned.
Nope, not has to be purple. I went with Tombo purple because I love Tombo Kitty. No to grouchy Hasapepe. Well,
my friends call Hasebe the angry grape.
He kind of is. We would be begrudgingly seeing his blade, but
he's a very pretty blade. I'll give him that.
And he got better in the stage plays.
He did. But yes, so September will be, or the coming weeks will be very exciting on our end, and we'll get to tell you all about that in our next episode.
Yes.
Pretty much the only thing I'm going to add is the fact that Kiko and Goto, besides Nihongo, are now Kiwame, and they are happily enjoying life, being fabulous, and awakening them has not been fun, but they've finally awakened. So everyone is now fully awakened, including very fabulous Nihongo, because I can't not comment on his awakened form.
Yeah, when you mentioned that, I was just like, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention his awakened form. It's beautiful.
That dragon.
There's a dragon?
Yeah.
It's like a fire dragon head.
Yeah, it's like a red and blue fiery dragon thing.
That's cool.
It's kind of hard to explain.
Yeah, that's a very good summary. That's all I had to add, but fabulous babies are fabulous.
So we talked about Nihongo and his design, but I kind of forgot about his awakened form. But it's not like with most of the Kiwame, not very many of the Tontos, a couple of them, but at least Waki Up get like a really cool aura around their blades. So it's always cool to see like what are they going to do with the new art for these Kiwame forms, because not only are they getting a new redesign, they're also adding really cool other features to stuff. It's really okay. So the problem is, like with most of the Yari, their spears don't like to stay on the screen, except Tomokiri. I've noticed his is the only one that typically will stay on the screen more. Nihongo and Otegine just goes off because they are very long spears, and I didn't actually notice the dragon until fully looking at it, because trying to even look on mobile or watching as he's awakening, it's hard to see. You at least see like the flames stuff, but yeah, dragon mouth on the end of the spear is so cool.
It was really fun whenever he tried it in that past event with the water, where you know how you would one-on-one with the enemy first up, because I had him as captain because I was curious to see things.
I wonder what thing.
Pretty dragon. Taking over all of the screen though, you're just kind of like, excuse you, is this necessary?
Yes.
Big boys take over everything, and it's worth it, honestly.
But speaking of big boys and upcoming events, campaigns throughout the month of September and into October, soon, probably after Bun Bun Mochi times, we're going to have the Shizuka Gata Naginata limited time smithing campaign. No, I'm not touching that one with a 10-foot pole. I touched Chiyo-Pio because...
A 10-foot Naginata?
Yeah, 10-foot Naginata. He kind of is. But I touched Chiyo because there was chances of getting other blades. All I got was trying to smith Shizuka was a bunch of Uchigatanas for some dumb reason. Yeah, he will be available again for a smithing campaign. So try to get your cold tummy son if you haven't gotten him yet.
Question. isn't he technically available to Smith now?
He is.
Yeah,
But
so
I think
it's
might be an
it's
increased
just
rate.
it's an
I thought
increased
so.
rate thing. So
Wow, my brain.
like
I
they
was
had
like,
with Kenshin before back
yeah.
earlier on this year. It's an increased rate campaign. They will give you a recipe to use. So check that out.
Instead of
That they say
crying.
will work, but doesn't.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna tell anyone if I get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're learning.
I've been fussed at a few too many times recently. I'm slowly learning when to tell things and when not to.
I don't know why they have smithing campaigns for swords that already have in the game. I don't get it, but
because
They
they're
don't
hard
like
to get, so
nonsense.
they increase the rate.
chance. Yeah,
They're trying to be kinder.
trying.
Trying to be kinder.
They're
When
not
you
doing
try so hard, but you don't succeed.
Oh goodness. So everyone's favorite event will be coming up after that is going to be Village of Treasures. We'll be getting new background music for Midare, Gokotai, Yagen, and Hocho. And a new sword. I hope I have enough Koban to get the new sword. The three of us, well, there is a speculation as to who it could possibly be, but it probably isn't going to be them because movie and they wouldn't just show up in a regular event. But there could be a potential, maybe another ghost sword, because we've had two that have been event only for a while. Well, one was, and
they like to toss Go Brothers into this event, so it wouldn't be altogether surprising.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be excited to see who it is regardless, just because new sword, and there's so many swords out there, like
yeah. There's a
but
lot.
we'll see the variation of my level of screaming for the next one. So, whenever that visual comes out, be prepared. No matter who you are, the screamings will come.
To replenish us from 3 months of yukata outfits and post nothing but past events except buns, to be getting an underground treasure chest at the beginning of October at some point. So I will be trying to run this a lot more than I probably usually do because I will need the coupon. Get ready for that. There was no mention of a new sword for that event at this point. It's probably just going to be the usual Toshiro boys dropping on the same floors again. So
that's become like the Toshiro,
event.
It's like the Pokemon event for Toshiros, except for Hakusan. It would be really nice to see them toss him in there on like the 100th floor, give us a 100th floor with him on it, but I doubt it'll happen.
Probably not.
Watch you think it'd be Hakusan and it'd actually be Naki.
I'm a very pessimistic person, have become a very pessimistic person when it comes to events and swords now. So that's cool.
All right. So I think that is everything for the game for the past month. So we'll move really quickly into merchandise. The pre-orders are up for the Hachisuka scale figure through Orange Roge. And the art book, the third art book is on sale. So if you didn't pre-order it, you can still go ahead and buy that. It is coming along with an Android that I like last month we mentioned they had the prototype ready for the Odenta Mitsuyo Nindroid. He is officially finished, so you can see the full colored version of the Mitsuyo boy. And I don't know if we have a date for pre-order for him, but it'll probably be coming out soon. That's kind of all I caught for figures. I think I might have seen something about Uisumaru scale prototype, but I could be wrong.
I vaguely think I
saw that,
but I'm not sure, so I can't confirm or deny.
Yeah. It's really hard when they're like, here's this. I'm like, didn't I already see that? No, I heard the announcement for it. here's the prototype, here's now the full color, here's the announcement for the pre-order, here's the announcement for the release of it. It's very difficult to remember when things get completely released. Besides figures, the Touken Rambu Store 6, just recently, Jesse? The Touken Rambu Store 6 is opened.
Oh, they opened today.
Yeah. Okay, it was today. So there's a Tokyo,
They opened
Kyoto,
today, yeah.
Osaka, Fukuoka, and Okinawa locations for just some Touken Rambu merch. There's going to be special Chitanakiri merchandise, like all the other stuff, and the Yukata casual outfit merchandise as well will be available at these stores, with a couple of other cute little things like that mug that Cam wants.
These stores are beautiful, and they always have like a logo. Every year they give it a special logo, and this year's is freaking precious. Like, because we got Chiyo Kanemaru sitting on top of a manta ray, joined by all the starter blades. So Kiyo, Kasen, Hachiska, and Mamba, but then hanging off of the manta ray's tail is Mutsu no Kami.
Oh goodness.
So they have things like clear files and mug buttons and things. They have those with the logo on it for sale. They also have merch for like every blade through Chitanakiri now available. Like Marissa said, they have the Yukata casual outfit now there for all 14. And then they also have like the anniversary art, like the commemorative arts that the artists have done. If you've seen some of those, they'll have them in clear files, often in tapestry form. Merch for Kiwame Boys.
You bet your butt I'm going to spend way too much money there when we go to Fukuoka.
They'll also have, they had when I went to the one in Kyoto last year, they had DVDs of the musicals and stage plays.
What? Jesse?
Yeah.
You're going to have to hold me back.
Credit cards, so that's really dangerous for people. But it's...
If they have Bakuten, I'm buying it.
They might. There's a good chance that they will. And if they don't, I might know somewhere that will. So, you know. But, you know, it's always a really...
It's too much stuff. It's just shot into a tiny bag. I might have to spend $50 to put a bag under. I might have to.
Really cool regardless. So check that out if you're in any... I don't think we've had one open up in Okinawa before.
I'm happy we are with the inclusion of Chitanakiri
and in the list. But because we now have Chiyo and Cha-Cha.
Yep.
Have one in Okinawa. And I've seen a lot of people asking for one to be opened in Hokkaido. Like, come on, please.
No. Sorry, Hokkaido. I'm surprised they haven't. Kyoto's still a really big city, so.
They have before. Like, they've done a little pop-up store, especially for this festival back in January, February. Yep. Because one of them, was it Hotaru? Someone did a giant, no, it was Tsurumaru. I think. They made a giant snow token danshi. I think it was Tsurumaru. Wow. Don't hold me to that. But and with that, they also had a cute little pop-up store. It was very small. Like, they posted pictures. It was about the size of my apartment. It was very small.
Oh my goodness.
It looked like
this
size
small
apartment. But yeah, so fun times. Check out the Touken Rambu store number 6.
Or have someone go buy you merch from there if you know somebody that lives there. There's going to be everything, it sounds like. So,
yeah.
Jesse, you might need to hold my wallet and not let me spend things.
They should also have things good for not just like the DVDs, but they should also have good for the live action things as well. And Katsugeki and Hanamaru, like the Touken, the sword dog warriors. They should have those as well too. Yes. Those are always getting shared around on Facebook. Okay, not Facebook, Twitter from there.
I'm going home with all the Tombokiri merch I can to fill up my phone. So I think that's everything for related to merchandise. So we'll move into the behind the blade section. We have a little bit some new stuff about exhibits. I will hand that off to Jessie.
So, also happening in Fukuoka, we have first up on the list Samurai Samurai exhibition on display at the Fukuoka Museum. And that'll be happening September 7th through November 4th. So that just opened up today. And it features Heshikiri Hasebe, Nihongo, Hakata Toshiro, Honebami Toshiro, Gokotai, Kosetsu Samonji, Soza Samonji, Monoyoshi Saramune, Odenta Mitsuyo. And there is an optional, I think it's about $10 extra to get the Nihongo's voice actor led audio tour. I'm very excited because in 2 weeks, Merce and I will be taking part in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get to see my beautiful dragon baby. In the same area at Dazaifu Tenmangu, there is not the shrine where Hotaru Maru is kept, but
Nope. Close.
they are holding an exhibition featuring that whole recreation process. And giant standee will be out front as well. So definitely if you're going to be at the Fukuoka Museum, you might as well hit up Dazaifu Tenmangu while you're there. And if you're going to be there before or up until September 16th, there's a special clear file that will be on sale. So check that out too. A little sad to see that date, but
Wait.
oh well.
So will it still be there when we're
Oh,
there?
yeah, the exhibition will still be there while we're there. It's just that there's a special clear file
Dang it.
that will not be on sale.
Hiss. Okay. I saw the date and I was like, no. And okay. So we'll still
That's
get to
just
see
for
that.
the clear. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm not surprised it's in Daisaifu if it's anywhere else, because Kumamoto is just the prefecture south of Fukuoka, where Hotaru Maru was originally smithed, reforged, and is typically housed at the Aso Shrine in Kumamoto itself. So
that's really exciting. We also have Otegine being used as a collaboration with the movie titled Moving Daimyo. And the official promotional art has Otegine commenting on the movie, saying, "That's right, that sheath is so heavy." It's currently available for public screenings as of August 30th, so that's really cool to see.
I saw this and I was like, that is so cute. I don't know the relationship between why Otegine is involved in this film. I guess because the original Otegine is featured, I guess, potentially.
That's what I'm thinking. I myself haven't actually seen much for that movie, but I haven't been very active on a lot of the things to find it, so...
Yeah, it was something when I was just scrolling through, I was like, well, this is fairly recently the promotional art was posted, so...
The only thing I can think I saw was like a weird... them playing with the spears being heavy. That's the only thing I think I've seen for it.
And then lastly, to wrap up our news of exhibitions, we have the Sakai Family Treasure exhibition that will be happening from September 26th to November 4th at the Chido Museum. And if you want to find more information on that, you can just Google Sakai Family Treasure. I don't remember exactly where the Chido Museum is. I think it's up north.
It's up north. I looked and I can't remember the prefecture now, but it's kind of far up north.
But there will be, with the Sakai Family Treasure, it will feature several swords and armor and other works of art. And it also includes Shinano Toshiro. The Chido Museum is not up north with Santa. It is the Chido Museum that is in the northern part of Japan with Shinano.
Not Cheeto, Sarah.
That attempt backfired. Just saying.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our current Behind the Blade exhibition. That is so hard to say. Exhibition.
Just channel your inner mom.
Exhibition.
Okay, channel your inner Sengo. I mean, exhibition.
Nope. I'm more like channeling my inner Mamba, trying to figure out if that is the word that I want. Because it doesn't feel like it is, but it is the word I want. Anyway, those are the exhibitions currently going on that we are most aware of. So if you have the time, if you're in Japan, come check those out. Super cool mess that's happening around here. And that leads us into our live action.
I'll just make mention of this. We mentioned it before, but the pre-release ticket lottery for the musical in-game thingy-majigger for the musical Utawase Rambu Koryan. Wow. 10 o'clock at night. Kyoran. My brain.
ミュージカル刀剣乱舞歌わせ乱舞狂乱2019
Yeah.
2019年
Show off I'm out of practice and late. I'm eye twitching right now. So
for that.
There's the tickets could be purchased via a lottery system that was accessible inside the game, which I found actually very was kind of cool. So it gave those who actually play the game a little bit of a leg up on others trying to get into the lottery. The results will be announced between the 6th and the 8th, and those who win can purchase the ticket that they want. It seems like Jesse failed, sadly.
Yeah, so I'll just piggyback off of this for a minute. Y'all have heard my struggles on trying to get tickets for these before. But this one, like the others that we had tried to do, those were just standard. They've gone on sale. Let's try and get it now. For these lottery styles are a lot more. So to see them bring this back into play was really cool to see. It gives, I think, a bit more fair of an opportunity because it's not like the systems are getting bogged down with all of the attention, like give me the ticket, because they can get really overloaded really quickly. But with this one, we had that week and a half long window to fulfill the requirements in game. And then you were given a link saying, hey, click here, you can enter in the lottery. Now, for the lottery, you needed to put in a Japanese phone number, which would then send you a code saying that, yes, you are the person doing this. Yes, you are in Japan. So me being me and seeing it the lottery style and having fulfilled the requirements were super easy. It was like, the second era? Complete a map on the second era and then just have that completed and then go out and do a battle.
Yeah, you had to have all of Era 1 completed. So it wasn't just have the game downloaded. It was, you actually have to beat 4 maps, which isn't that hard, but still it's not like an easy thing to immediately do. And then like run another map. And that was it.
So then you follow that, do the thing, and then you select what location, what day, what time, and how many tickets you want. And then you put in your email address, log in and everything, send it through, and you wait. And you wait. And then the day comes, and they give you a time. Like, it'll be announced on this day around this time. So on mine, it told me it would be announced on Friday, September 6th at 3 p.m. or around 3 p.m. So I'm sitting there at work like, okay, I just need to know. I probably dropped. That's fine. But if I won, I need to know who I need to contact so I can be like, I need to pay for these tickets. Because once you find out that you won, you're generally given about a week. And in that week, you have to go and pay for the ticket at the local convenience store or however you choose to pay for it. But you have a week to do so. So I was like, okay, find out what happened, and then I can go on with my life. And I didn't get an email, but I logged onto the website because I was like, oh, because that happens. Maybe my phone is being stupid because that happens. And it had been announced, and they were like, sorry, you failed.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
Just because I can't afford it anyway, but I needed to try. Also in the musical world, Shoki
Kisho, the sixth musical. Sixth musical is
You
still
timed
going
that
strong and
rope.
proud. What? I have struggled with this musical's name for so long. I had the right sounds, they just weren't in the right order. I fixed it. Kisho is still going strong and proud, and they're currently performing in Osaka and having fun in the process. Look, I'm trying, okay? Soga 2019 officially made it to the DMM archive for streaming. Keep your eyes out for that as the DVD release date approaches, which I forget when that is, but as that approaches, if you're looking at renting it on DMM, just watch out for that because it will disappear. Hey Sarah, this one's all you, love.
Oh, yes.
What, me, my tree frogs now having?
Yeah, and your magical attack.
So, everyone who has listened knows. Team Miyatosa. Oh, thank you, Froggies. Thank you for hushing for maybe a few seconds. Everyone knows Team Miyatosa are my baby. I would die for them. I love them a lot. Yes. So, recently, within the past week or so, they released the music video for their main song, the unit-specific song that they came up with. Don't ask me the name. I don't know if they've said it or if it is. It's a bunch of symbols that I don't know. I'm just here, y'all. I was attacked. That's all I'm gonna say is I was severely attacked. Like, if you have yet to see it, please go find it. It is on the YouTube, at least a short version. And oh my gosh, all the boys did so amazing. They are so beautiful. The effects are dynamite. They do a lot of sword swingy and a lot of colors, and they're so gorgeous. Yes, I love them so much. Please go give them a listen. Please, if you feel like screaming afterwards, hit me up, DMs. I will willingly scream all day, every day about these boys because, oh, Nelly, it was a really big attack. They're really pretty. I loved it. Yes.
That was a beautiful representation of.
Yeah.
I
Keyboard
listen,
smashing.
I didn't even bother to try. There's no way to articulate how much of a oof that was. So yes.
In the stage world, we had some cast additions for Touste 6, which were really exciting to see, because we already had a really cool amount of characters for the 6th stage play. It was a nice small set. Don't ask me all of them, I cannot remember. They were not copied over, and it has been a long time since I looked at it. Lots of good kids, and the main ones that I will mention, it does include Kizen and Nankai and Mutsu and Izumi no Kami and Hori and Suru? Yes.
Yay!
Is that all 6? Or there only 6?
There were only 6 at that point in time.
Woo! I remembered. Okay, cool. So we have a 7th sword now, and we have Kogarasu Maru, who is coming back, and he will.
Tamaki Yuki!
Yay! Tamaki Yuki is coming back as Kogarasu Maru, and it's very exciting to see that happen. Also a little worrisome, not gonna lie. Eventually we'll cover that. Eventually,
What?
whenever Hiden happens. I just have Koga concerns.
Oh,
That's all.
okay.
She
Okay, I was
just
like-
wants to reassure since Gigi.
We're just gonna. Yeah. But
Yeah, we'll move on from that.
Mute self.
Kogarasu Maru's appearance, we also have Sakamoto Ryoma being a confirmed human.
Thing
Hmm.
I want to know is if they chose the same Ryoma that they
Yeah.
used in Hiden. But
Mm.
I'm too lazy to figure that out. So Jesse,
Oh,
there you go. homework.
Okay, we'll look at that later, but we can't
I
discuss
guess-
that right now. We can't.
I'm not discussing
but
it. I'm
with
just
3 different
presenting
actors?
questions.
That's
Yeah, with 3 different actors, it's really interesting to see, like, but I really approve of that, because if they're gonna go the way that I hope they will, it means we might get to see some of how he gets to know Nankai and Hizen, former masters, too, because childhood friends. And, I think that'd be really cool to see. And to give some more love to our new boys. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm interested to see because obviously, if it's 3 different actors, it might be a young Sakamoto and then like more of an adult one, but he didn't get really far past his 30s before he was assassinated.
I wonder
Which
if
gives me the concern for the 3rd actor.
Especially considering the joke, the
or the 3rd
special
actor is like
captain.
a baby. Give us a little kid, have little kid Sakamoto Ryomo running around, which would be cute. We've had kids on stage. But then you would have to have 4 different actors because child labor laws. Unless he's barely on stage. So then it will fall under the allotted time on stage for one child. So maybe.
But still,
we'll see.
I'd like to see how they pull it in, considering they're going the full event route, especially with the promo.
Oh, yeah.
So, we'll see. Time will tell. I'm a happy Touste fan. Currently. So, yes. Lastly, the weekly publication Shukan Josei Prime held several fan ranking quizzes regarding the 2.5D world, gaining 6,200 votes. The 4 biggest were their favorite 2.5D actor, 2.5D actor you would like as a friend, 2.5D actor you would like as a lover, and favorite 2.5D production. And Touken ran the categories, no surprise there. The most relevant being the favorite 2.5D production, with number 1 being musical Touken Rambu at a whopping 2,383 votes. Followed by the number 2 ranking, which is stage Touken Rambu at 784 votes.
So needless to say, Touken.
Oh, wow.
Them.
And it trumped tennis too, which has been one of the longest running franchise on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Way to go, script writers, production directors,
Also,
all of our
Touken
people
Rambu
who
fans,
worked in it.
We're very dedicated.
We are. And then the other one that was worth mentioning, well, they're all rather fantastic, but their favorite 2.5D actor rank. I'm pleased by this.
Yes, you are.
I am quite pleased by this. So number 1 at 1,700 votes, Sato Ryuji. My Kashu Kiyomi is a fabulous actor, and I love him dearly. But followed directly by Suzuki Hiroki at 948 votes, and he, for those of you who are not familiar with Suzuki Hiroki's name, he is stage and movie Mikatsuki Munechika, as well as a whole slew of other characters in the 2.5D world.
Mm-hmm.
And he is amazing. And honestly, the fact that Ryuji managed to rank higher than him really impresses and confuses me.
I'm not surprised, actually. Within the 2.5D world, Sato Ryuji is very popular, not just for Kashu Kiyomizu, but for his long-standing role in tennis as well.
He is Sasuke in Naruto too, so there is that.
He's been in a lot of stage and musicals. He's a good actor, like an incredible actor. So I'm not surprised in the slightest that not just because of a fan popularity that he's up there hit, and just like how widespread he is across so many different productions, he's a great actor. So he pulls a lot of people into being like, I recognize him. Good actor. I'm gonna find other things that he's been in. So
valid.
Mm-hmm.
Very valid.
It helps that Hiroki, though, is just kind of, he's one of those that he's been there since the essential startup of the 2.5D world. So he is 2.5D, and now Ryuji is the growing world of it. So he's like taking the next generation in its own way.
Following Hiroki, we have Kuroba Mario, who is musical Mikatsuki Munechika, at nearly 300 votes. I can't say Mario's name without seeing his creepy smile, and that...
Yeah!
I mean, he's a really good actor, too. He really is. I will give him that, but sometimes his smile just like, okay, I need to move on now.
Especially during Shinken Rambu's eyes, where he doesn't care.
Don't pause when Mika's on.
No.
You're gonna get it. It's like a Disney movie. You just don't pause. You just can let it happen.
Because he will look straight into the camera and make a dumb face. Like a creepy dumb face. Like,
he doesn't just do that on, like, as a character, too, though. Like, on Twitter, he'll be doing promotional little video things, like, with other cast members. Like, I was just watching one this morning, and, like, he doesn't often take his eyes off the camera. And it's just something about how he holds his mouth. I don't know. But, yeah, anyway, so Kuraba Mario, he's really cool, though. Special as all get out. But, you know, how many of these actors are not. Next is Ozawa Ren. Am I
Not
gonna be in
one of
trouble for
ours.
saying? Okay, thank you.
he's not.
He's the only not one of ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's tennis. I was looking all of them up, and I was like, I want to make sure I know who each of them are. I'm like, I can't find him, and I was like, oh, he's a tennis person, so that's why he's so high up on.
He was the only one that I didn't know by name, so I was hoping that I wasn't just... Then, after Ozawa Ren, we have Takayama Tsubasa, who is just 20 points behind. 20 votes behind. That's lovely musical Ishikirima. Special bab. Long bab. Then we have Takano Akira, who is musical Hizamaru. Mouth, work with me. I know this. Takano Akira is Hizamaru, and he got 175 votes, followed by Wada Masanari, who is Heshikiri Hasebe, in our lovely stage citadel and movie citadel. Followed closely by Miura Hiroki, who is Higekiri. Followed by Araki Hirofumi, who is Nikari Aoe in the musicals. And lastly, but not least, Arisawa Shotaro, who is our lovely Izumi no Kami Kanesada in the musical world. Which I have to specify that one now.
Yep. Arisawa is the only one on there that's my out of my boys. That makes me sad.
It does make me a little sad to see that Maki didn't make that list, but
I was surprised.
The different boys that made the different lists was also really cool. So if you happen to find that floating around, I don't think I actually saw that one. I think it was sent to me.
I sent you them.
Yeah, there we go. But check those out because they're hilarious seeing the different boys that were listed under the different categories. Because I think, wasn't Torigoe was under one of them.
He actually ranked number 1 in the first time I think that they did it in 2017.
Whoa.
So Ryoji took over for him.
They're special boys and I love them both. And I need them to come back together. Please.
Yeah. Sad. Eventually we will get them both back together.
Eventually.
And I don't think Utawase is going to be that day, but...
Unfortunately. Did we mention, was it last month that we mentioned the cast edition for Utawase?
Yes, the humans?
Okay. No, well, not the humans.
Was it Hori?
Hori.
And...
Hori, because we did get mentioned that Hori was going to be in Utawase too.
I believe that is everything for this month?
Yeah.
Correct?
That's all I got.
Alrighty.
Currently.
Let's start wrapping it up with the usual spiel. So, once again, thank you guys for sticking with us and listening to us ramble on about everything from the month of August. If you want to keep up to date with all the news about the podcast or anything stage or game related, you can always follow us on our Twitter. Jesse does a very good job of quote retweeting and translating some of those messages out in English to make it easier and to keep updated with the release of these podcasts, because they're a little... You can follow us there, our Facebook as well, if you're more of a Facebook person, and you can listen to our podcast on our Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and anywhere where you can listen to podcasts at. Speaking of the Discord, once again, if you want to join our Discord, the link for the invite is in the bio of the Twitter. Have a wonderful September, and we will see you at the end, where Jesse and I will squeal about all of our fun times in Fukuoka, and we'll relay everything that happened there. All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.